Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Report, starting with the ASX 200 here. We've been looking at intermediate wave 4 here, and we're looking for intermediate wave 5 up here. But at the same time, the move up through here can just be wave 1 here, and then we pull back for wave 2 and then move higher. But we need to resolve that, but in due course. The current move we have is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're working this particular trend up here. I'm just going to go to the hourly chart and work into this particular correction here where we picked up left off last time, and that was with this little bit complicated here, but we were looking at wave 3 here. We were looking at possibly wave 4 over here, but at the same time we needed to look at wave 4 getting a little bit more complicated. So instead of looking at this as this first move up here was 5 waves, so we could look at this as wave 1, which I did, and then looking for an A and a B and a C for wave 2, and then looking for counting up through here for wave 3 here in 5 waves. But at the same time we had one little hurdle to move through, and that was if I viewed this move up here, the wave 1, as wave A in 5 waves and ABC for wave B here, and then a bit of an ending sort of pattern here with wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, because these are all impulse waves here. And then we thought to ourselves, well, if the market drops below the 6,200, then the bullish move to the upside can pretty well be ruled out at this stage. But we're also looking for a setup as well, and the setup, as you know, if we've got or just use this level here as the 6,200 here, and we've had a spike down here, so we would normally see, if I can just draw through here, if we have a move down through here, we don't chase that, we wait for the retest here, and then we draw a line or put our order 1 point below that previous low here, and then if that's breached, then we'll be on the short side. So we got half of that. We got the move down through here, didn't we? But it didn't retest and come down further, so we weren't triggered into that particular trade. So I think that what we have here at the moment is that both of these counts are still live, really. And then on the bullish side here, we can still have the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. But on the bullish side, we would need to move. I'd need to move these across here a little bit here. Put those I don't need that one now. I don't need that one. Don't need that one. So I could look at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just for 1, and then back for 2 here, and then we continue to move to the upside here. Okay, so so that's still possible, but at the same time, then it looks like this this ABC pattern has pretty much, because it moved back down here, it's sort of dominated the count now. So if we put, we'll still leave the 1 there for the time being, but basically we'll put the A wave in front, the B wave in front, and then we'll put the C wave in front here, and then we would need to look at this here as well, another way to look at this, and the way I should be doing is putting the A wave here, the B wave here, C wave here, wave 2 here, wave 1 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 here for wave C of 4 here. So that's where the play comes in. It would still be nice. Whoopsie-daisy! It would still be nice to. And I'll put that on top of wave 2 here. We kind of don't want to miss that in case you're not in the market. So let's clean these up here, and yeah, so we can look for the short trade. This little move up here appears to be corrective. So realistically, if you wanted to, depending on how the market opened, you could also just take this low out through here if you wanted to get in early. And I'll just put that, I'll keep it thin just for a small position here and to go short here. A move at the top here would turn this whole pattern here bullish at this time. I think it is down for this. I think this is the A wave, the B wave here, and then the C wave down for wave 4 here. And where I get that from really is from the cash market too, but also Commonwealth Bank as well. So where's Commonwealth Bank here? So with Commonwealth Bank here, been looking at this as wave. This is from the low here. Looking at this, I'll just go back to the daily chart here, just for Commonwealth Bank. It's possible that, you know, this is a daily chart. All of this here, this corrected has possibly ended here, and then moving up from here. But don't count on that yet. We're not there yet, because one of the structures here, if I counted it as a triangle pattern, as an A wave here, a B wave here, a C wave here, a D wave here, and an E wave here for wave 4, then it's suitable. It's just that I can't really put wave 4 here, because I can count this down to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, but we get those overlapping wave structures here. So apart from that, everything else is sort of okay. So I haven't really resolved this yet. So we just got to be patient. What I was looking for was that I know this is end of financial year here, and folks would, you know, want to offset their tax and so on, so we'll get that jump into financial years. Nothing sort of new about that. But what we do want to see here is we want to, going back to the hourly chart here, we do want to see if we get 5 waves up here at this stage here. On A and Z, actually, it appears that we do have 5 waves here on A and Z, so that was a bit of a lead in. I can see here that the drop down through here is an A and a B and a C here for the B wave, and down for the C wave, and we're also looking this on the tick chart here. So down for the A, the B, and then over to the C wave here for the B wave here, and then, like the cash market, looking for a move lower through here. So let's just see how that goes. So there is a bit of a bearish thing in the markets at the moment. We do have quite a few long positions in the market, so I've tightened our banks up so we can at least break even on those. A small profit to break even on all the bank trades, but I'm going to bring in some short trades too today, just to sort of hedge those long trades that we've got in the market. Okay, moving on to China, and with China here, everything's going according to plan in that we're short here, we've moved the stop down to this point here, we've taken 70% profit here. We're looking for, if I can just borrow these now here, as an A wave here, a B wave here is on track, and a C wave over here for wave 4, and then wave 5 down through to here. Now, it's nothing really to sort of add to that, but we can expect some more volatility across this medium level here, 11,500 in regards to the trading levels. And Hong Kong's pretty much in fold there here as well. So we can expect some volatility here, because they're also, there'll be thousands upon thousands of protesters from the anniversary of the changeover from the British rule to the Beijing rule, and Hong Kong people are not that happy about, well, many of them are not happy about the stricter rules that are being applied and so on. So there'll be a bit of media on that this week, I guess. So but still, for our counting here, we were looking for a bounce off the 28. We're getting the bounce, but I believe it's just corrective, and we'll be looking to move back into this space here. We've already taken profit early up here because of just the way it was. I thought we'd get a stronger bounce off this area here. So it's okay to allow this to float a little bit, or you know, you need to do what you need to do on all of that. So that's fine. And the Nikkei here is a little bit like the Nifty here, still sort of struggling with this a little bit here. So we were looking at a move down to the 22 here, a bounce off that. So we're still waiting for the, well, we've got a bit of a bounce off it, and we're waiting for an ABC here. And as we get that ABC here in line with the other Asian markets, the two that we just looked at, then we can draw a line under that, and if that's breached, then we can be short to the downside there. I'm not sure what I've done on the 4-hour chart here, much the same. So yeah, just looking for a bit of a breach here. It may not come this high here either. We just need to be a little bit mindful of that. This is not the most beautiful looking wave structure to the downside here, but we're not ready to short this just yet. But certainly, I guess, you know, if the 22,000 becomes a retested resistance, then we need to be short on that side. So normally the pathway is down, a bounce, come through it, come back and retest it in some way, put the order underneath here, and then down through that way if that's going to occur. So yes, look, it may not go all this to this height up here, but I do want to see, you know, when we look at wave 1 here, and then we're looking at wave 2, we do want to see a little bit more than this here, if I've got this count right. I know we've got 5 waves from this little move here. I'm looking at this as wave 1 in here, wave 2 and wave 3. Wave 4 here really comes back up high here and overlaps a little bit. So I can count 5 waves here. It's just not a good looking picture, that's all. And it's the same for the Nifty here as well. In this case here, you know, we know that this is wave B. Well, you know, we can look at this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, and then just continue to move up from here. But we're not going to do that unless we get support on top of the 10,800 here at that stage. So we're not going anywhere just yet on this, but we certainly can. But otherwise, we need to look at the bearish count in this space here, as you know. So we're just still working through that. We'll just have a look at what we've done on the 4-hour chart here last time. Yeah, so we're basically back up into our 50-60% retracement level here. I'm not sure if this is an A and a B and a C up here, but let's just allow it to be for a while. We need to get some more price action in here. We're not ready to make a move on this. We looked at being short under these levels here, didn't we? Down to here. So I hope you've taken some profit on that. But I'm not sure what we're up against here just yet. I want to see a clearer ABC correction come in here. I mean, even if this moves down here in 5 waves, we're going to see it come back in 3 waves, so we'll be able to draw it under there and move down from that point. So yeah, all right, I'm just going to leave it at that for the time being. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.